Hello, Dave.
Ian, how are you doing, buddy?
I am doing well.
Yeah?
It seems to me that you have something that has just been passed around. It's almost like it's not even good anymore. You should probably just
What?
get rid of it, because it's just, when you get a dessert
Uh-huh.
and no one else at the table gets a dessert.
Uh-huh.
And then you eat a little bit of the dessert. You get like one bite, and then everyone's like, I might actually, could I try? Could I just try a little? I'll just try a little bite. I feel like that's a little bit of the situation you have going on now. And then at that point, everyone's got their spoons in there. It's all spooned up.
It's just a dirty Bananas Foster.
Yeah. It's a Bananas Foster and Chuck and Susan, and it's a Bananas everyone at that point.
Really. I have a feeling somebody who could take this Bananas Foster off my hands for.
I mean, if you're done with it, if you're not gonna finish it. I mean, now that it's gotten all the spittle and stuff in there, and everyone's just spooned it up real good.
I'm gonna Lysol my Fiat. Like, I don't know where this analogy's going.
It got away from me a little bit, I'll admit. Got a little bit away from me. You've let, I'm gonna say several. It's two. Several people, drive your Fiat, and one of them was me.
You are right. I wanted you to drive the Fiat real bad. Because,
welcome everyone to Apex Adjacent, by the
way. yeah. Because I felt like it was way too long for you to drive the Vigan, right?
Yeah.
I'm thankful you did drive it before it died. And who knows how long, right? R.I.P. Sweet Prince. Who knows how long this little Italian nugget's going to be with us? And so, little tiny candle, burn bright.
And then you're out of little meatball cars. You're out of cars that are shaped sort of like a meatball that are from meatball producing countries.
Yeah.
You're kind of done.
Right?
So
yeah. I'm not the kind of person that can think of like a post Fiat. Like when I had the Vigan, I wasn't like, well, what do I want to do next? Right. I don't think about that kind of stuff, but I think that may be like a tangent for another time. To get back to it, right? You're slut shaming my Fiat, Ian, is what you're doing, and I'll have none of that because we're a pro car sharing podcast, right? Yep. Let your friends drive your cars, drive your friends' cars, right? And because there's so much to gain.
You did make me wear condoms on my hand, and I wondered what that was all about. But now with this analogy, that makes sense.
That was for before the drive.
Oh, right. Okay.
You just forgot to take them off.
Yeah. And just 2, not 10.
Yeah. Got the big ones. Yeah. Ian, what did you think of my little meatball? What did you think of the Fiat Abarth? And how did it live up? Because you've driven Abarths in the past.
Yes, Abarth. I've driven a few Abarth in the past, but it's been several years. Mostly it was exactly how I remembered it. Burbly and makes all sorts of fun noises. Yours makes even more fun noises because yours is modified. I've never driven a modified one. The good things are that it's tiny and it makes you drive like a fucking lunatic all of the time, because it's just, it is 100% the little guy at the bar with a chip on his shoulder who's picking every fight he can with every like enormous dude and bouncer in the place, right? Like,
right.
Full of bad ideas.
Gonna lose.
Right. But man, he's gonna look spectacular and expend a ton of energy while he's doing it. Right. That is your car to a T. Like, it's just, it eggs you on all the time, makes you feel like you're going 100 miles an hour when you're going 40. I mean, it's a riot. It doesn't really have any other mode though.
Right. We didn't take it out of sport mode, but as harsh as the ride is and like all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, it's fantastic to drive. It's very direct. Throttle response is great. The inputs are all good. The shifter position, oh my god, I love where the shifter is. It's so perfect. But man, that is the weirdest seating position of any modern car.
It simultaneously works for no one, but kind of works for everyone.
Right. And I mean, ostensibly, I am the person that it was designed for.
Yes. This car was built around you, basically.
I am a small Italian man. I am a little teapot. I should fit in this thing. But the seat is really weird because, first of all, it's very high. I think everybody knows that about the Fiat. But the other thing that's strange about it is that, like, it's simultaneously feels like you're too reclined and too upright.
Yeah.
Which is just weird. And the steering wheel's a little off center.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
It's one of those cars where like you adjust your back in it because you think you might be like kind of like leaning one way or the other. Like maybe you're not sitting in the center of the seat. So like at some point, like that just becomes background noise and you don't even realize it anymore.
Right. But when you really sit and like look at it, like, hold on, let me center my shoulders in the seat. And then the steering wheel's like here. You're like, what is this? What's happening?
Yeah. It's
odd.
It's just off enough to notice, right? Yeah.
And the lack, it's exacerbated too by the lack of telescoping on the wheel.
Yes.
Because the wheel is like, I can't remember where, it's like kind of really close, but the pedals are pretty far away. At least for my odd ass build. I don't know if you find that as well, but it was a little bit of a strange sensation. It takes a little getting used to.
Yes, it does. It's weird to drive. It feels like you're standing up, like, but not like bus driver, like flat steering wheel, but it does feel like you're kind of standing up. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's so small too that you end up ping-ponging in the lane a little bit. At least I did, because I was like, I had no sense of scale for where I should be placing the car. It was strange.
When you're in an autocross slalom, it's hilarious because it seems like you're just not moving. Like the steering inputs that it takes to get around, like to alternate through cones, it seems like you're almost just like taking it straight down the middle.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it makes
weird.
sense.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is very direct. Like the steering is very direct for front wheel drive hatchback. Like great,
and it has a good weight to it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If anybody's wondering how small a Fiat 500 is, sitting in the car, I can touch the back window if I lift my butt out of the seat, just like, I don't know, just like 3 or 4 inches. Like I can actually touch the back window.
That's amazing. You can touch the back hatch.
I don't have the longest arms. Like I'm 6'4", but like my reach is only like 6 foot, right? Like, yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm just a torso boy. I don't know. Yeah. But it's T-Rex or Nuck. Yeah. No, it's so fun seeing you drive the car because you're just at home in it, first of all.
Yeah, no, I mean that's why I can't own one, because it really speaks to every bad decision that I have in me. And really just eggs all those. It just pulls them right out of me.
Right. Like I know I have an addictive personality, right? Is that apparent?
Yeah.
And so I don't drink. I know it would be an issue for me, like if I did, right? And I feel like this is you with the Fiat. Like you can't own one, right?
Yeah, it's the same reason I can't own a motorcycle, right? Like it's
right.
The exact same thing, right?
Yes.
It's just a bad idea. Because I mean, even in the like 10 minutes that I was driving your car, I was already doing stuff that was probably not advised.
You lined up a great pass on an entrance ramp. Yeah, you were doing great.
It was fun. It was very fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a good time from the passenger seat. Yeah.
That's good, because I would have been terrified.
Yes, you would have. I'm very excited for you to ride in the Fiat when we dual drive it at an autocross event, because that is the thing. We're going to have to both be in the car when we drive. Yeah.
Oh, that's the rules?
No, it's the rule I'm making.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. And I will say too, the other thing that I wanted to mention was your brakes.
Yes.
They're very good. Part of it is probably that the car only weighs like
2,600 pounds,
3 pounds or whatever. Yeah. But especially when they get a little warm, they they really started to grab.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very good. I just did the standard Power Stop Rock Auto package. Yeah. Right? Yeah, just the drilled and slotted. I know, like, you shouldn't really do like drilled and slotted anymore. Like, it's best to have like kind of a more like standard brake if you're doing track stuff. I'm not doing track stuff. I'm just doing autocross where I don't brake much. And it's great. Yeah, they're hilarious. And
that's great. I love them.
Thanks. Yeah, that was the first brake system I ever bled myself. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed my time. Who has I mean, I know I'm super, super special, so I can't imagine you would let anyone else drive your car.
Well, I hate to tell you, Ian, but there's been another spoon in my pudding.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I hope somebody just skipped and just that was the first thing that they heard. Yeah. For some reason. They tuned in late.
Right? Yeah.
Another spoon in my pudding. Anyway, continue.
As you said before the show, both of my wives have been able to drive the car.
Proud of that joke.
As you should be. So my wife grew up, her folks had Volkswagen Bugs, right? And the Fiat gives her the feeling of when she drove those Bugs when she was younger, right?
That makes sense, yeah.
Right? And like, it's not a feeling that you could get, I think, really from a modern Bug or from driving a classic Bug today, right? Because like Kelly and I have talked about it, like the lack of airbags and safety stuff and like all that stuff, like just kind of now it's too present on your mind, especially with like cars today, right? So her driving the Fiat, she loves driving it. It gives her that feeling of like the Volkswagen Bugs back in the day, right? Like just like peppy, energetic, like darting through traffic,
Yeah, but also you're busy. Like that's the thing that's the thing I think that people miss with that people don't think about that much with classic cars is that like if you're driving down the highway, you're driving. You've got stuff to do to just not die.
Right. You're exactly right. That's a good point. And
I think the manicness of the Fiat kind of captures that in a way that like you're right. I don't think a modern Beetle or a modern Mini really captures. Yeah. Because the Mini is probably the closer of those two to like a classic Mini, but it drives like a modern car. You can drive it with one hand and those sorts of things. And
it's refined, right?
Yes, exactly.
Right. Yeah, they left the rough edges on the Nugget.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely. It feels like a total throwback in that way that even if it does at the end of the day, like it really is a good car and it is like gonna go down the road straight and all that sort of stuff. But you feel busy. Yeah. Right. Because it's buzzing and it's doing things and I don't know.
Yeah, you're actively driving.
Yeah, you feel manic in it.
Right. Yeah.
I think when I was driving it, I think I said that it was like the helicopter scene in Goodfellas.
Yes.
That's the energy you have when you're driving it.
Right? Yeah. You're dabbing sauce. You're running. Yeah. Right?
Stir the sauce.
Yeah. But Kelly did a specific, a lady-centric autocross event with the Rocky Mountain BMW Club.
Nice.
And so this is something that they do once a year. They said that it's the only all women's autocross event in the country. I don't know if that's true or not, but
wow. Okay.
I mean, it shouldn't be. Like, there should be way more, right? But it's awesome that they do it, right? They streamline membership. They make it super accessible to enter. And yeah, so it was at the standard place out by Front Range Airport, standard kind of course setup, right? All the timing, everything. There were only about like 35 or 40 cars at the most, which meant Kelly got 10 runs.
That's crazy. That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
So just frame of reference, she has never, ever driven a car like you would on an autocross track. She's never gone karting. She's never done anything like that. Just civilian driving.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And so,
now she's bought a Formula V and she's
right? Yeah.
So yeah, on a scale of check, I've done it and I never need to do it again, to when does my racing suit arrive? To what degree did she catch the bug?
Yeah. No. There's a lot of facets to it. She's already said that she'll do it next year.
Okay.
Yeah, that she, going into it, I was like, if this is not your thing, like you go out there once and you're like, I do not like this, right? Mm-hmm. I totally understand. I respect that, right? Because this kind of thing isn't for everybody. And we'll go home. We'll just leave, right? Like, who cares? If it's not your thing, I don't want you to do it, right?
Yeah.
And so, she was super nervous about the first run. Like, you've been there. Like, you get the jitters when you do that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And she did the first run, and like, it's interesting because you're learning, like, she had to learn like 30 things at once, right?
Right.
Right. And I think that, like, you and I and people that do this kind of stuff, like, we've picked up all this stuff over time. Right? Like how to hold your hands, like what the weight transfer is going to feel like how hard you can truly turn a car, all of that stuff, right? She's just figuring that out like fire hose style, right?
Right.
And so, like, a good example is like her hand position, right? So she would reach across the wheel and kind of put both hands on one side to turn, like she was just taking a turn, at a stoplight, right? And, I was like, you should keep your hands, like 9 and 3, and like, thumbs out and stuff like that. Right. And so, like, she would forget because she's learning a million things and also memorizing a course. Let's not forget that.
Right. Which is honestly like the hardest thing to do.
Right. Yeah. Learning how to drive through a coned course.
Yeah.
Right. And so, like, her hands would move and I would just go hands and she would go hands and like put her hands back. We had like a call and response to like that kind of stuff. Right. And, I just to kind of like ease her into it, she didn't want like much input, like during the first, like 1 or 2 heats. Like she just kind of wanted to like get centered and kind of like get accustomed to the cones and stuff. Right. And so by the end of it, we had worked up to like, okay, stay to the right, brake, like, kind of coaching through the course a little bit more. And her first run was a minute and 15 seconds, right? Okay. By the end, she had gotten down to 50 seconds.
That's such a huge, huge improvement.
Right? And like, yeah, she did great. I'm so insanely proud of her. Like
that's great.
She did everything except one run. There was like one right before lunch, which at this one they brought in lunch.
Let's see. There you go.
They treated him right, and they were like, we can sneak one more in before lunch, and like she was already out of the car, helmet off and stuff, yeah. But yeah, she's still got like 10 runs in. And so she hasn't ordered a racing suit.
Okay.
But she definitely will do something like that again.
Okay.
Part of it is like her having like the exact like knowledge of what I do when I go do it, right? Like she really wanted to know like exactly what that was like, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right. She's super empathetic. So like she tries to like put herself in someone's shoes if you just tell her about anything, right?
Gotcha.
And so she had a good time. It was an awesome event, awesome community. I gave out some Apex Adjacent and some One Hell of a Town stickers and
Sweet.
talked to some great people. I mean everybody's just so happy at an event like that. They're all happy that they're there. It's super positive. It's great, you know?
Yeah. I mean, anytime you're at a motorsports event, I mean, even when people are ask us how we know, you know, like having a rough time or fixing stuff or frustrated or whatever, it's still like people just stop by and they just want to chat, and it's great.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So it was a great event. She loved driving the Fiat. Like, you know, like like at the end is like you see like you can turn this car hard. Like, you just don't have that understanding until you do it in a parking lot, like in a safe environment.
Yeah.
You know?
No, definitely.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
So cool.
No, it was a great event. Yeah. So thanks to the Rocky Mountain BMW Club for having this kind of event. They do it every year. So if you're in the Denver area, you can, you know, pretty much use any car, you know, and it was great.
Definitely.
It was great. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, there's been several hands in my little biscotti jar, if you will. You know, but it's better for it, Ian. It's better for it.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Slut shaming your Fiat.
Yeah. No, it's always so great to to be able to like see something through someone else's eyes. I remember being back in Missouri one time when I had my Infiniti. I had driven back there, right? And I remember like asking my cousins, my niece and nephew, if like they were like, you know, 16, right? Mm-hmm. Like if they wanted to drive my Infiniti, and they didn't. Like they just didn't care. And like it wasn't like that I wanted them to drive my Infiniti. I wanted to see them experience like a weird Japanese sedan with 335 horsepower through their eyes, right?
Right.
You know, but they had like no interest in it. It's like, all right, whatever, you know, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
When you were 16, you would have jumped at the chance, right? As would I.
Yeah. Because you would have said, do you want to drive? And I would have said, yes.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
right?
I don't care what the rest of that sentence is.
Right.
Yes.
A rental Home Depot van.
I mean, now, if you asked me, do you want to drive? I would cut you off and say yes.
Right? Yeah. I don't know.
People are strange. Who knows?
It's fun to share your cars, everybody. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ian.
Anyway, I think we have some games to play.
We do. We're going to go old school, and we're going to play 3 games on this episode.
I love it. All right, so let's do an FMK car sandwich.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're going to do license plate game, FMK cars, license plate game.
Yes, Ian. Here we go. All right. So I have 2 license plate games for you. This one, we'll see. Right. This one is called. Oh God, where's my folder, Ian? I just lost my folder. Ian.
Find it. Find the folder. Where is it?
I'm trying. Oh my God. Oh, I somehow accidentally collapsed my favorites on my Mac sidebar. Ian, I tell you. All right, here we go. This one's called 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ian, here you go. Here is 1, 2, 3.
Oh God. Oh boy. Oh whoa.
All right. Up top. Goodness. What do you see, Ian?
We'll get back to the plate.
Yes. Yes.
Dear Lord. Okay, so there's an M4 with Georgia plates.
Yep, black M4.
Black M4.
Yep.
Then we got a white Toyota 4Runner. Okay, we're gonna come back to that one. And then we've got a white BMW 340.
Yep. BMW 340i.
And then the license plates.
One
Flow. which, okay, there's a couple different directions that could go. Too moist.
Sorry.
The number 2, moist.
Sorry, everyone that just heard us say that.
And then the real nightmare of the bunch. 3 Daves.
3 Daves.
Could you imagine, like the Spider-Man meme? It's 3 gingers pointing at each other.
It's just us rubbing sunblock on each other and all the parts we can't normally get.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, all right, yeah.
Everybody brought a cappuccino to share. Everyone's trying to give each other coffee.
It's just like a taffy sharing circle. Yeah.
A human centipede, but with candy.
Yep.
Okay, back to the cars.
Yeah.
Okay, so one flow. My first thought is this is an aspiring rapper.
Okay, all right.
Talking about their flow.
Yeah, sure.
It's a urologist.
Could be. Okay, all right.
Could be a urologist. Too moist. Oh my goodness. Either it is a very oblivious pastry chef who's very proud of their cake moisture content, or this is, the SNL character who goes on Update. He does the character they do on Update, the guy who just bought a boat.
Yes.
That's his license plate.
Right.
And then 3 Daves.
Yep, 3 Daves.
3 Daves.
Yeah.
What? This is a good. Okay, so what is the unit of measure a Dave? What is that measuring?
Well, initially during the pandemic, you were using me as the yardstick for staying away from other people.
That's true for social distancing.
Yeah.
Nico knows that you're very tall, and we would tell him you have to stay at least 2 Mr. Daves away from somebody. That would be about 12 feet. So yeah, that. Okay, this is maybe this is social distancing PSA.
Right, this person like extra wants you away from them.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe it's a throuple and they're all named Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That'd be pretty entertaining. And if so, that would be a fantastic license plate.
Right.
The only thing that would make it better is if the E was also a 3.
For some reason, they were able to get a plate that said 3 Daves. Go figure, that wasn't taken.
Well, nobody else wanted Too Moist. I can't believe that one made it through, honestly.
I have some theories around that one, but you're not gonna hear them until later.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You want some zoomies? You need some zoomies?
Yeah, let's do some zoomies. The M4 doesn't look like there's much to give other than Georgia, I guess.
Yeah. And it's not a Carstanza M4. It really is an M4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Here's the 4Runner.
Hawaii plates. I'm guessing this is from PETA.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, we've got a. Okay. Oh, this is like an inspection tag or something? Maybe
yeah, they do something like that there. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also get these little things for your license plate where it puts it off to the side so you don't have to stick it to your car.
Gotcha. Okay, I was wondering what that was as well. Okay.
Yeah. So there's the BMW.
That's also Hawaii. Interesting. Yeah. That's interesting information.
Huh. Yeah.
Well, now I'm wondering, is Too Moist? Is that like a weather thing? I don't know.
They're a bad meteorologist.
My first thought is that the 3 Daves is the 4Runner for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seems like a nice, like the bros who were like didn't participate in bullying, But they still have like bro-ish tendencies.
Sure.
Like the genial bros.
I think I can be a little broy sometimes. Yeah.
Slight. More than me, I would say, but not much more. But yes. I would, yes, you would be in that category. A genial bro.
Sure.
The Forerunner with a palm tree, that is the car of the genial bro right there.
You're correct. Yeah.
I
like where this is headed. It's also
go ahead.
It's also the only car here that 3 Daves could comfortably fit in.
That was my other thought. Yes. So, yes, that's where I'm going with that.
Okay.
And then these other two.
1 flow and 2 moist.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think 1 flow is the M4.
Okay.
I feel like a rapper with a moderate amount of success, that's a good first album car.
Yeah. Right.
And 1 flow for a rapper, that's a great license plate.
Right.
It would also, I think, work for a urologist. That car also works as a urologist car.
It does.
So I think I've got my bases covered there.
Okay.
And then 2 moist, I feel like guy who bought a boat buys a 3 Series BMW and just thinks he is the shit.
Right.
And is just God's gift to women. And I think there are plenty of those guys who end up in BMW 3 Series.
I think you're right.
So that's my reasoning.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay. Locked in.
Sure, I will be crushed momentarily.
Ian, I have some good news for you.
Oh.
Boom. You nailed it, Ian. All 3 Daves, 1 flow on the M4, 2 moist on the 340i. Thank you, PETA, for the Hawaii ones, 3 Daves and 2 moist. And thank you, Dana, for 1 flow. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what was your theory about was it the moist that you had the theory about?
Just that since it was Hawaii, like maybe some kind of humidity thing, or like that's what they're trying to pass it off as.
Right.
When it's really just a dude being gross.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So this is something I've seen a little bit lately. I've seen some very modified cars running around, and I've straight up seen giant window stickers down by the windshield wipers that say shit like MILF Hunter and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You've seen this.
Yeah.
Awful stuff, right? Like, what would you rather see? Like somebody being like that obvious and like, that you're just never going to be you're never going to talk to them, or this 2 moist person where it's like, what? Probably don't want to talk to you, but right? Like
I would rather the former, because I feel like at least they know who they are and they're owning it, sort of thing.
Okay.
But this person, on top of all of this, thinks they're clever.
The 2 moist person. Okay. Right.
And someone who thinks they're clever and is really just a douchebag that's the worst combination possible.
Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Like the big window sticker folks are like, it does what it says on the box, right? You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you're leaning into it. That's
right.
Let's
yeah,
do it.
I don't like it. I don't like what's on the box. I don't like what's in that. But at least I know, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay. So there you go. 1, 2, 3.
That was a great one. I like that a lot.
Thank you. I need to know more about the 3 Daves people. Maybe there's a Dave Senior, Junior, and the 3rd.
Oh, it could be.
Right? Yeah.
Maybe there's a whole Dave collective that's living somewhere in Hawaii.
The Dave commune. Hi.
It's our taffy.
We're in a cult.
Yeah.
Just like straight up about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right.
Okay. That was fantastic. I finally, that's been a long time since I've gotten one.
Hey, you did a great job. Yeah.
All right. I have an FMK cars for you.
Okay.
But before we play it, it's based on some breaking news. Breaking news. This is going to be shocking. I hope everyone...
We haven't done breaking news for a long time.
I know. Is everybody sitting down? Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
I'm sitting down.
For now. Yeah.
Everyone at home, sit down. If you're driving, you might want to pull over to the side of the road because I have some shocking news to report. And you can tell it's shocking because I'm saying it 30 minutes in to the podcast. The Tesla Cybertruck is delayed again.
Oh,
I know, it's surprising. The Tesla Cybertruck has been, they announced it's further delayed. And so, this FMK Cars, which is the game that we play on this show from time to time based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, but we play with cars instead of people because we're nice. This one is called Slip, Slip, Slip to the Right. Cars with a punctuality twist.
Ah, okay.
Right? Okay. This one will be easy to follow. All right. First one, Tesla Cybertruck.
Okay.
The car may or may not be available when you need it.
Ah, okay. A little bit of a roll of the dice, huh?
A little bit of a roll of the dice.
Okay.
Not even going to give you a probability. You just, because you don't know. You don't know. You're going to walk out. I got to get to that place to see the thing with the place with the guy. And the truck may or may not be there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So maybe you have a backup plan.
Right.
Maybe you just don't go as many places. Whatever.
Okay.
Next one, Porsche Taycan.
Okay.
You will be 30 minutes late everywhere you go.
Okay. All right.
Very, very cool car.
Oh, man. Those things are so sweet. Oh. Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
Last one, Ford F-150 Lightning.
Ah, yeah.
Everybody you're meeting with will be 30 minutes late.
Ah, okay.
So you'll get there on time, but everyone else will be 30 minutes late. You'll be waiting around.
This is a conundrum. Oh, Ian. Huh. Okay. Oh, man,
I think the
this
central question here is, does the charm of the Porsche make up for how late you're going to be?
Right. In my mind, I can do that for a day. It's going to kill me a little bit, but I could do that for a day.
Okay.
I think... Oh, man, I hate it when people are late, too. But I also hate something that I need not existing. I think I have to marry the Ford F-150 Lightning truck and deal with everybody being a half hour late.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because I love the Ford F-150 Lightning. Yeah. I think it's an awesome truck, man.
It's super cool.
I'd kill to have one of those. It's so cool. Yeah.
It is cool. And I mean, I do wish that we were seeing more small, like sporty hatchback style EVs. You know, everything seems to be an SUV or a truck lately.
Right.
But this thing is like pretty intriguing. And like we keep seeing Rivians. I keep seeing Rivians around now, and they're very cool too.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool.
They have the cutest car face.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to crush the Cybertruck?
I am. And Elon's going to be like, you can't crush it. It's uncrushable. And then the hydraulic press is like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I think you've chosen exactly correctly.
Okay. You do the same thing, you think?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I am super intrigued with the Ford electric truck. Yeah.
Me too. I mean, it does seem like, it's everything you need. I just wish it was a little smaller.
Yeah, no, right? Like a Lightning Maverick would be badass, right?
Yeah. Because, that would be, honestly, that would make sense for us. Like a short bed sort of thing, not a full size, a little shorter too, like for city living.
Yeah.
A full size truck just insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It is really intriguing and cool though.
Right? Yeah. There's the crazy hoods nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that, like, they are not so crazy aggressive with the hood as like Chevrolet is right now, because that's just fucking bananas.
It's insane.
Right? Yeah. No, they tried to make it look like a Transformers prostate. Like, it's insane. Like, it is like a refrigerator turned sideways, like opened and coming at you, right?
Yeah.
And like the Ford like looks a little bit more subdued, and like I want to put a bunch of stuff in the front. Like, that's the thing with a pickup. You like never have like a good amount of locking storage, right?
Yeah. No, it's super practical. I mean, it's super intriguing package. I mean, even though it's expensive, I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
The thing that I like hearing about is there's two things. Somebody, I think it was a Ford dealership, tweeted that somebody traded in their Tesla for a Ford F-150 Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
I like this trend. I like where this is headed, right? Yeah. And then also people that are canceling their Cybertruck pre-orders because
it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. And there's a really good electric truck right now.
Yeah. With mass market.
Yeah. With Ford build quality. Right? Yeah.
No, it's a really intriguing package and super interesting. I know it's going to do well, but I hope it does well enough that, you know, they continue down this path, because it's pretty cool.
Right? Yeah. I dig it. Nice, man. Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Let's do another one.
Okay. License plate game, and then we're going to wrap this Mammer Jammer up. You know, speaking of some electric power, Ian, this one is called hybrids.
Okay.
Hybrids.
Bye, brids.
Here you go, Ian.
In Hawaii, they just say aloha, brids. Oh boy. Okay.
I'm showing Ian the hybrids plate game here.
Yep.
Ian, walk us through it.
So it looks like we've got 3 Toyotas. One is a older Prius, like a second gen Prius.
Yeah.
The ubiquitous one.
Mm-hmm.
Is one of them a Prius V or whatever it is?
The upper two are both Siennas.
They're both Siennas. Yep. Okay.
Hybrid Siennas.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So we've got like a maroon one, maroon Sienna, a white Sienna, and then a black second gen Prius.
Yep.
With the trailer hitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right. And then the texts of the plates is Man Van 1. Okay. Beanies and hybrid HY bread. Okay. So my first thought initially is that beanies, based on the just the Prius in general, and then like the trailer hitch on it, and the hippie license plates around.
Okay.
That is beanies.
Okay. We're going with beanies for that one.
Yeah, that's my gut.
Okay.
Which means then I gotta, because I think hybrid is maybe like a bread van hybrid sort of thing.
Okay. All right.
Can we zoom in on these?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the maroon
Colorado plate.
Yep. That's a good color for a van.
It is a good color. I like that. Okay. All right.
All right. Ford F-150 taillight in the background there.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. And then here we go. We've got the
Connecticut license plate. Not much to go on.
Yeah, it looks like a special plate. There's like a United We Stand.
Is that the default on the Connecticut plate?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up. Oh, I'm Googling. You know it's a good one.
Oh, when Ian goes to the Goigle.
Kit.
Yep. License plate.
License
How about I
plate.
do it for us?
United we stand.
Yeah, I can't spell.
It looks like that is a special plate. United we stand is a special plate. Got my answer. Here we go.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, I'm going beanies for the Prius, man van for the white one, white one with the Connecticut United We Stand plate, and hybrid for the one up on the top.
So why did you go to such a snap decision once you saw it was a special plate to associate United We Stand and man van? I mean, I think I know why you went there, but I want to hear you show your work.
I'll show my work. So my thought is that the same person who feels they have to go out of their way to demonstrate their patriotism to people will also go out of their way to say this is a man's van, not just this isn't like a soccer mom van. Ew.
Right.
I'm a man and I'm driving this van, so it's a man van.
Right.
And also USA.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay. I can see that logic.
Honestly,
tracking.
of the three, that's the only one I'm sure of.
Okay.
I'm most confident in. The other two could flip.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, Ian.
Yes.
Look at the anticipation in his eyes.
I'm so excited. Let's see.
Ian, I've got some good news for you.
Oh.
You're 3 for 3, 2 in a row, Ian.
Boom.
6 for 6 on the license plate game tonight. Yeah.
Oh man, we're never playing this again.
Go Costanza, go out on a high note.
Gotta go out on a high note.
Yeah.
Oh,
our buddy Chris in Washington sent us the Beanies Prius. Our buddy Pat up in Connecticut sent us man van. Yeah. Man. So thank you. And then I saw a hybrid myself when I can't remember what I was doing, but I went to the hospital for something. It was either for a booster shot or something.
I think that's a great plate for a hybrid van.
Yeah.
That's clever. I like it.
I don't hate it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. Hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go, buddy. Good job. Excellent
Thank
work.
You. These were excellent. These were good ones. I like these.
Thank you. This is what happens when you store them up. I was like, oh shit, I have enough to like make a weird hybrid one, right? Because like you can't have hybrid on that van without having some other hybrids, right? Yeah. And man van, you need another van in there.
Yeah.
Right? And it could have been on a Prius. Like there is a world where a man van plate could be on a Prius, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right?
We made it. Barely for some of us. Sorry I coughed so much on the show.
Ian, I think you got to take a late night trip to Walgreens and get some allergy meds, buddy.
I think so.
Yeah.
If everybody enjoyed listening to me cough tonight, what should they do?
Send us more vanity plates, 720-515-1391. Yep. Take the pictures, text them, right?
Yep. Yeah. Charges may apply. I don't even know what that means. We're Apex adjacent on all the things. Gmail. Get in touch with us.
Share your cars.
Yes. Share your cars. Pass that spoon around.
Yep.
And also, we love you, everybody. Goodbye.